Welcome back, Guardian. Today we're going to talk about the rhythm of champions, specifically barrier champions, but we're going to talk about overload also, but we're not going to talk about unstoppable because they're kind of obvious. You just shoot them and you keep staggering them. But if you're under light, you need to know this rhythm to be able to take out champions more effectively and not waste a ton of your ammo. During this clip, I'm at 965 light, and I know that on my 14th better devil shot, that's where his health meter will be, to the point to where he's going to put his shield back up. So you need to know where his health meter is going to be before he starts putting his shield up, basically, so you can prep to know to throw your grenade if you're using Oppressive Darkness, or to use your special ammo or your heavy ammo or whatever you're using, basically. So in this situation, pay attention to the health meter, because every time it gets to that point, he's always going to put his shield up over and over, and then if you down him past that point and you don't have the ammo, he's just going to keep proccing his shield over until he gets all of his health back. Just know that every time you take his first shield off, that after that, he's going to keep proccing his shield over and over to try to get all of his health back. So I throw the Oppressive Darkness right where his health is before he puts the shield up, and then I stagger him, but I don't have enough Telesto ammo, and I know this, so I'm going to hit him with 3 more, and on that third one, he's going to put the shield back up because he wants to get all of his health back, and the better devils are going to be 1 shot short right here, and it's not going to be enough to take the shield off. So now what he's going to do is keep proccing that shield over and over until he gets full health. So I'm going to try to catch him at halfway, but even if I catch him, I still don't have enough ammo. I don't have a grenade, I don't have a super, I don't have anything. So I'm pretty much just crapped out of luck right here. He's just going to keep getting all of his health back until the game finally respawns ammo, which it will in just a second, and that's where we're going to go ahead and take him out. So make sure you keep an eye out on your ammo to know that you have enough or a super or something to take him out. Otherwise, you're just going to keep doing this pattern over and over, him getting his health back, and you're not going to be able to kill him. Now the game has decided to give me ammo, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit him with 13 better devil shots. That's going to prep him to right before he puts his shield up, and then I'm going to nade him and then hit him with Telesto. So wait for the game to give me some more ammo. Now I'm at the 14th shot. I reload Telesto. The game gives me a little more ammo, so I'm going to go ahead and reload that in as well because I need all the ammo I can get. Now as soon as I nade him, he's going to throw that shield up as soon as it hits him. So right there, he puts it up, so I go ahead and prep to start shooting him right as he's putting it up, because you only have a small window to start doing damage to that shield to take it off, especially at low light. And the cool thing about Telesto is if you can proc it right before he puts the shield up, the Telesto actually takes some of his shield off, which is another reason I like Telesto, because it can do damage to their shield even though it isn't an anti-barrier weapon. I'm going to slow this down as much as I can, but watch as I hit him with Telesto and the Cracklies take some of his shield off right when he puts it up. So I shot him with it, he's about to put his barrier up, and then Telesto crackles, and you see it took some of the damage off, and it did it again. And then I only have to hit him with 4 better devil shots, as opposed to 9 to 10, which is what it usually takes to take his shield off. It's another reason I really like Telesto, and I think it's one of the king weapons in Master and Legendary Nightfalls or Nightmares. The key here is timing it to where right when the shield goes up, you hit him with the splatter, and then the crackles go underneath the shield to take some of the shield off. Here's this example again using Sleepless Rocket without Telesto. So I'm going to hit him with Oppressive Darkness when his shield goes back, and then I'm going to throw a rocket at him, and then you'll see it takes 9 better devil shots to take his shield off, and then I go ahead and hit him with these 2 more rockets, and then he's going to throw his shield up again right at the very end. Fast reloading weapons are a weak point for these champions. Being able to throw your clip back in to get ready for that shield to come up is very key. So if you have really slow reloading weapons, you can't prep yourself every time they do this, especially in a solo activity, which is another reason I use Ophidian Aspect on my Warlock. It's one of my preferred solo builds just because of the reload speed alone. Watch as every time he puts his shield up and I get done popping it, then I'm going to reload my weapon first to prepare for the next time that he puts that shield up in case he does it. So I hit him with Telesto, hit him with a rocket, and it's still going to be enough to take him out, but always have your weapons loaded and ready and prepared for that shield to come back up every time. When you're doing 2 at a time, it's better off to use a super at low light, because trying to kill them both usually isn't going to happen with the one super, so at least you can get one of them out of the way and then work on them with Telesto or work on them with better devils or whatever weapon you're trying to use. You have to be able to conserve your ammo and have fast reloading weapons to be able to maintain any kind of barrier champion. Otherwise, you're just going to keep getting all their health back and you got to start all over, and then all your ammo is going to be gone for the rest of the nightfall that you're trying to do or the nightmare that you're trying to do. The key is really just finding those health spots and that rhythm of when they're going to put their shield back up. Here's another example of Telesto doing the under the shield damage. So I hit him in the body right as he's about to put it up, and then as soon as the cracklies go off, you'll see it do a tiny bit of damage right before I hit him with better devils. It just really does help on these champions. It helps with ad clearing and just any situation in the game. Telesto is the universal badass PvE weapon that you can just ever have in this game. Even when match game is on, it still plays a huge part and can do a lot of damage. If you ever come across this champion right here, he never puts his shield up, so you actually don't even have to grenade him or waste any ammo on him. You can primary him all the way till he's dead, and he'll never pop his shield up one time, but only this champion. He's just kind of stupid, and he doesn't do it for some reason. Now let's talk about overload champions. Even though they're kind of an easier type champion, there's still some tips you could probably learn when it comes to defeating them. So obviously you can use a super on an overload champion, and that's the surefire way to kill any champion basically. But if you're not in a situation, it's best to keep your distance or to wait and bait them around corners to kill them. And make sure you have a ton of ammo going off, especially at low light. You'll see I had to use one rocket and then a ton of Telesto ammo just to take out that one champion. On a fire team, these dudes are a lot easier, but always learn to bait them around corners and draw them towards you, because things can always happen. As you see right here, I thought that I was about to finish him, and then he gets his health back, almost, and then I had to use the finisher to finish him off. That usually happens a lot too. You think they're about to die, and then all of a sudden they have this little tiny chip of health that just won't come off of them. Again, in this situation right here, even with that exploding barrel, it doesn't really do much to him, but you'll see that you'll think he's about to be dead with that final shot, but he doesn't die. Then I end up having to finish him before he finishes me. If you ever run across a situation where there's two overload champions, use the proximity to your advantage. The closer you get to them, usually you can proc just having one of them follow you instead of both of them. If they both follow you, you're better off just running back and then trying to start over and try it again. But you'll see right here, I wait and bait him around that corner, and as soon as he comes up, I think he's about to die, as always, and I end up having to finish him because that one little pinch of health never comes off for some reason. Sometimes it will, but I would never risk it because things can always happen. And then if you need to get your grenade back, you can always try to position your body to where you can melee them by being on top of a ledge, because they normally can't hit you very well. Their aim's not that great. As you can see how I hit him with that melee there to get my grenade back. And then again, finishing him to not even take the risk. It's just not worth it, especially if you're trying to get a flawless run or anything. But always, like I said, bait them around corners. They'll always follow you, so just leaving them waiting for a grenade, and then unload all of your ammo whenever they get in close proximity. Don't be selfish with your ammo. Just go ahead and let them all have it, and that's why, again, I'll rock special finisher most of the time. But again, when it comes to anti-barrier champions, always knowing that rhythm and their health meter to when they're going to put their shield back up is very crucial, whether you're doing it solo or on a fire team. Always make sure you have your weapon ready and loaded before you start doing a lot of damage. As you'll see right here, I'm going to hit him with this grenade, knowing that he's about to proc the shield as soon as he gets hit with it. He's going to stagger for a split second, and then he's going to pop the shield up, and then I'm going to be prepared with the anti-barrier rounds. As soon as it pops up, I'm going to reload my weapons, because I know he's going to pop it up again, because as soon as I get him to halfway, he's all about popping that shield back up, always at halfway health. So that's what I'm going to do, prepare for it, use it Telesto to get that under the shield splash damage, and just finish this guy until he's finished before he can put his shield back up to get that health back. But hopefully that helped you out, Guardians. Just know that it's always a rhythm, and based on where their health is at, depending on how many times they're going to start popping their shield back up. If it's their first shield, it's not nearly as often, but past the halfway point, they're going to keep popping shields over and over, so make sure you have your weapons ready and loaded, have fast reload gauntlets on, and just be prepared with some good DPS weaponry. But again, my name is Ristofelis. If that helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I also have some more build videos I'm going to be coming out with, as well as some next season builds that I'm already on the way working with for a lot of solar, a lot of support builds and stuff like that, so stay tuned for all of that, and I will see you all on the next video next time.
In space.